switching and why switching is important. We have to use a switch here. So we require the switch, and switch is going to become a key center point for this kind of the communication. Let's suppose I have the one of the computer here, this computer, they all are going to connect with different ports. But if they want to talk, might be that they are in the same network, then how they are going to communicate? What are the process behind it? How much time they are going to hold the MAC address? So very first thing is, whenever you talk about the switching, now you have to understand they work on the layer 2. Layer 2, that means in OSI model, we have the 7 layer. The very lower layer is known as the layer 1. This is known as the physical cable is going to be connected. But layer 2 is basically where your MAC based communication is going to happen. MAC is known as the media access control. So any devices are going to communicate within the LAN, within the switch, within the same broadcast domain, within the same network. They use the MAC address based communication. But if you have the different network communications, if you have to communicate one network versus another, means let's suppose this switch is connected with the one router, right? And this router is further connected with the one switch here. This is the switch to another network. Let's suppose another PC are connected here. And this PC subnet is 10.10.10.0/24. These having a 20.20.20.0/24. Means these devices, when they are going to communicate within the same network 20, they not require the router. But if they want to communicate from here to here, means they want to communicate from here to here, then this is going to be act as a layer 3 device, and router is going to make them communicate between these two network. This is the one subnet, subnet is network, this is another subnet, this is known as a network. That's why MAC is basically for the layer 2 switch level, but layer 3 is going to be your IP level. So let's focus on the key concept. So switching is the process where switch receive the data from one port and forward to another port based on the destination MAC address. So as I mentioned, that MAC address is going to be center point for the communication for any layer 2 communication. Switch operate on the layer 2, that is going to work on the data link layer, and they are going to use the MAC address of the OSI model, and their main job to forward the Ethernet frame intelligently. Means if you have to forward the Ethernet frame from one port to another port, then your switch is going to be used. So I hope you understand. You can just note it down and you can just keep in your record.